It's past midnight, your brain lights up, ideas start flowing. You plan, you dream, but then, by morning, instead of executing, instead of acting, you scroll. You hesitate. You get caught in the loop of distractions, excuses, and justifications. And before you know it, the day is over. You tell yourself you'll try again tomorrow. Sound familiar? Because if this is you, you're not alone. This cycle is real. And then I'll tell you why it's really happening. The world is quiet. No emails. No notifications. No one asking for your time or attention. Your brain finally has space to breathe. And in that space, ideas thrive. You start connecting the dots. You remember who you want to be. And in that moment, you believe in yourself. It feels real. But here's the problem. Nighttime clarity is a lie. Because it's not real-world clarity. It's clarity in a vacuum. There's no friction, no resistance, no real-world weight. And that's why, by morning, it vanishes. Because when you wake up, you don't wake up in that dream state. You wake up in your life. The mess, the noise, the stress, the habits that keep you stuck. And so, like clockwork, you fall right back into your default patterns. So how do you break the cycle? Let's be real. You don't need more inspiration. You need a system. A way to translate that nighttime fire into morning action. And that means you need to start trapping your clarity before it disappears. Do this. 1. Place a notepad or journal beside you every night, and the second you start feeling inspired at night, capture it in detail. And don't just write down the ideas or the goals. Break it down. What are you thinking? Why does it matter? What do you feel like you need to do next? How would it feel to finally follow through? Most importantly, write it in a way that your morning self can't ignore. And keep that book open so it's the first thing you see when you wake. Because here's the truth. By morning, you won't feel like it. You won't remember how powerful that clarity was. So you need to create something that shocks your morning self awake. For example, let's say your nighttime self is saying, I need to finally launch my business. I know what to do. I just keep hesitating. Tomorrow, I'll start working on my website and posting my first piece of content. By morning, you won't feel like it. So instead of just writing down work on my business, you need to be specific. If I don't start now, I'll still be in the exact same place next year. Do I want that? No. So when I wake up, before I touch my phone, I will open my laptop and write the first paragraph of my website. Create one simple post and hit publish. No perfectionism. No overthinking. Just start. Listen, your nighttime self is smarter. That's why you should let it set the rules. 2. Remove morning distractions before you sleep. The morning kills your momentum because it hijacks your mind before you even realize it. So before you go to bed, set your morning up for war. Put your phone in another room. Set out exactly what you need to start the task. Write a note to yourself, put it somewhere and tag it impossible to ignore. Tell a friend to hold you accountable first thing in the morning. You have to assume that your morning self is weak, because it is. So don't give it room to negotiate. 3. Take the first action before your brain wakes up. Here's the truth. The first 10 minutes of your morning determine the rest of your day. If you wake up and immediately touch your phone, scroll, or hesitate, you're screwed. But if you move before your brain even has a chance to argue, you take back control. So whatever your goal is, make sure your very first action is related to it. Want to start working out? Sleep in your gym clothes and walk straight out the door before thinking. Need to write? Keep your laptop open and ready so you can sit and type one sentence before you even brush your teeth. Want to start your business? Have the browser tab open with a list of the exact first steps so you can start immediately. Your brain wants to pull you into habit. So change the first habit, and you change everything. 4. Remind yourself of the cost of inaction. Every time you hesitate, remind yourself, if I don't act now, I probably never will. I've been repeating this cycle for how long? Am I really willing to waste another year? The pain of regret will always be worse than the pain of discipline. You don't need more motivation. You need a reason to stop waiting. And that reason? Your life is happening right now. If you keep waiting for some magical moment when it all just clicks, that moment is never coming. You will always wake up feeling different than you did at night. You will always have to fight the pull of distraction. You will always have to push past resistance. The difference between people who actually succeed and people who stay stuck? The ones who succeed act anyway. They move before they feel ready. They don't let the morning kill their momentum. So tomorrow morning, when you wake up, what's it gonna be? Same old cycle?